Who's going to get live first? And we are live on YouTube. YouTube beats Facebook. I guess we are officially live on Facebook. Whatever. Good morning. Good Saturday morning. Good every Saturday is Small Business Saturday morning. My name is David, and this, as you will soon see, is a very special edition because today we are introducing to the marketplace our SmallBizDavid MarketingSales Value Trust AI bot. We are introducing it today, and we'll talk about that in a moment. It is all the pieces of the puzzles are starting to come together, as they say, and that's where we are right now. How to bring all the various ideas that we have shared in the last, it's over 3 years. I've been working on them long, but at any rate, it's a very exciting time for me. I have been a traditional publisher for the last 55 years, and the last 17 of those 55 years, I have been a digital publisher and LiveStream, YouTube Live. I did my first YouTube 17 years ago. Did my first Facebook Live probably 4 years ago, anyways. And now they are really being brought together. Well, let's get into what I want to, why I really want to share today, and what's going to happen, and what our next steps will be. As I said, SmallBizDavid is a work in progress with 55 years of experiences, digital publisher and live stream producer for the last 17 years. Facebook. The sum total of all my social media friends and followers, if I understand how they are properly calculated in Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn, because I do a lot of posting there, is about 7,500. I do know that my impressions, times that folks will view a video, is greater than that number, but whatever. I don't understand all the numbers. So let's assume that I have 7,500 social media followers, friends and followers. More important than that, if each one of them told 100 of their friends and followers about SmallBizDavid AI bot, then 750,000 people would understand what's going on. Well, if 750,000 people are a result of this YouTube, this Facebook live stream, I will be able to afford a first-class airline ticket to go celebrate my youngest granddaughter, Emery, and Emery is going to be 6. She is the only one of 5 grandchildren with whom I have never spent a birthday with. But we're going to do it, Emery, this year. And so I'd get a first-class ticket to go play with Emery and her sisters. So a little bit about the SmallBizDavid AI bot. Very, very simple. Very simple, because I like to keep things simple, because I need to keep things simple. And I am just going to, well, now AI is doing it for me. I can only speak for Google's AI and Magi AI, MAGAI.ai, a little bit of Chat GPT, but I'm going to ask the question soon, because Chat GPT 5 is coming out, and it's going to be better than ever and dig deeper than ever to get the information for you, our friends and followers. So I am what I was intended to say was that I'm going to be using Google technology. I don't know. While I'm buying MAGAI's technology, I'm trying to get as much free Chat GPT as I can. I'm going to dig deeper than Chat GPT in my. Wow. 17 years ago, I started to talk about entrepreneurship, business. It's always been about small business, but many of the things that I'm learning today, it doesn't matter if you are big or small. It's just that the bigger entities, whatever, and whomever they might be, have more resources to spend to produce a product, sell it. That's the differentiation. But AI technology, marketing and sales technology itself, has, for me, in my opinion, created a very level playing field. It doesn't matter how small or how big you are. And so to really protect, well, I've got a big track record. So I want to create whatever it is that I am creating inside of Google, because 99% of everything I've published or produced is on a Alphabet, Google, YouTube server somewhere, and so it's just logical that I create whatever it is, the AI that I am creating inside of their technology, and that's a great place to be. I'm having a lot of fun being right there and doing and accomplishing what I need and want to accomplish. And it's a bot is being created. The bot is going to look like that. the SmallBizDavid original graphic presentation, which was done 17 years ago. No, it was done 15 years ago, 2010, 15 years ago, in the same year that I became an accredited business in the Better Business Bureau here in Cincinnati, which is extremely important to the marketing, sales, value, trust stories that the SmallBizDavid AA bot is going to be telling forever. Stories will go on forever. And I've been telling more folks of recent. I have some folks following me who have been following me and communicating with me for over 60 years. Back in my neighborhood, there are folks that I communicate with, and that's been very, very interesting. And so, on behalf of all of my we are creating the bot. I should say to the SmallBizDavid AI bot will have not just a marketing and sales side to it, but doing it for a long time. That's where we're going to be. But I lost my train of thought of what I was going to say about the bot. It's going to have a personal side to it also. The baby boomer side of me that I post to every day. I use, well, almost every day, someplace I use the word baby boomer. I have been one for a long time. Became a baby boomer in the 4th year that baby boomers became baby boomers. For them, among other things, I read a lot of WebMD and AARP. I read all the things that they talk about, mainly exercise, health and wellness, and exercise for baby boomers, and that's what they do. I bring them all together, and one of the things that actually haven't formally announced our video email, weekly video email. One of the things that it's going to do every week, it's going to change the video, and we will be talking about predominantly marketing, sales, value, trust stuff. But there will be postings. I will post and that's why it's an email, a video and email information with links to what I consider to be they've been helpful to me, and hopefully they could be helpful to you. That's basically why I would give you that information. And oh yes, I do make a statement here using the Chat GPT whatever number version they're on, wherever appropriate. No question that the Chat GPT mindset, intellectual property, took us into AI, and so they will do whatever they need to do to stay ahead of the pack. But from what I'm reading, Google is running very close. It was questionable how Google would react because, in my opinion, AI was a reaction to Google search, in my opinion, and so for whatever reason, Chat GPT has grown into everyday thinking, certainly in the business world. in the business world, big or small, must be thinking about the AI mindset. Uh, well, I guarantee you, if you aren't, for every one of you aren't, there's probably 100 of their you are's doing it. That's what I'm saying. It is creating AI craziness, is creating a level playing field so that anybody can do that. Well, the thing that, well, let's segue into another thing that will happen in the video email weekly. 5 years ago, when my then 7-year-old granddaughter, Eloise, my oldest grandchild, she asked me in a video chat, um, uh, a FaceTime that we have done hundreds of FaceTimes over the years. She said, "Grandpa David, what's an entrepreneur?" And as I remember, I remember asking the question very vividly. I do not remember the first two sentences that rambled out of my mouth. They weren't important. But the third sentence that was, uh, Eloise, I will spend the rest of my life showing you what an entrepreneur is. And so, Eloise, this is Grandpa's, one of Grandpa's presents to you for your birthday next week. No, 2 weeks, well, 10 days, to be exact, 9 days away. This is a present to you, and also to the a bot, an Eloise bot, will be asking Grandpa David the questions, and basically the questions are today's questions from the 749 books way over there. My book, How Do You Answer These 749 Questions About Your Small Business? And I didn't provide answers to the questions. And intentionally, I did not provide answers to questions because I wanted it to be a workbook where the small business owner or students of entrepreneurship, more than 5,000 books back then were distributed to students at all levels. I remember going into grade schools and middle schools, high schools, and even a college, a graduate class, master's class at the University of Cincinnati. At all levels, books were passed out and discussions, but I did not provide answers. I wanted those folks, anybody, to say, yeah, that's an important question I need to think about. I need to call my attorney. I need to call my accountant, CPA. I need to call SmallBizDavid. It's the real reason I put it in there. Well, the biggest criticism that I got to the book was that I did not provide the answers to the questions. So the very next year, 2008, well, it was the end of 2008, I started doing YouTubes, producing live stream YouTubes, and have done over 3,000 hours of YouTubes on entrepreneurship, business, big or small, marketing, sales, value, trust. And if you please go to my YouTube. Well, the YouTube folks know where you need to go. Facebook folks, youtube.com at David F. Leopold. That is where all of my videos are archived, and there's 4 different tabs, and YouTube kind of controls the first tab, so I'm not sure how it makes it. The second tab is conversations that I've had with folks over the years, and there are some that are YouTube is only archiving or making available to the public. The last 13 years is the oldest YouTube I have seen lately. So all of those, there's a lot of videos at youtube.com at David Leopold, David F. Leopold. A lot of great information. And so superimposed on all of that information, as we creatively ask our AI databases of information, how deep does your library go? Deep library. I'm reading that expression more and more. That the deeper. That reminds me, I once worked in the basement level of the library at Hebrew Union College. Way back. I was in the deep depths of a deep library. And we're going to be presenting, that's what the AI bot is going to be doing. Eloise, I know now it's not, I don't have enough time. I'm going to ask you to help me develop your bot caricature. And we have enough art talent in this family that we can put it all together. So we're going to tell a story. And then as kind of a subtitle, I call it the ABCs of small business, big business, and entrepreneurship, market value trust. Marketing sales value trust is the most important thing that our bot is going to be making available to anyone. Well, not to anyone. Well, AI will make it available to you free, but my bot being built in Google technology, a video bot, a new video and information each week is going to be built in Google. The subscription, the yearly subscription to that will be $99 only. And there's a fun part to anybody who subscribes just to the video email. While you are a subscriber to the video email, you will have the opportunity to get to me directly. I'm creating a special communication system to make that happen. And you will be able to ask, you can ask anything you want to ask, but I will, in any marketing and sales value trust question that is asked, if you have some kind of challenge in what it is that you were doing, I will define your next step as a part of your $99 video email subscription. How much is that worth alone, that capability? And to make it even a funner experience, probably twice a month, guaranteed once a month. SmallBizDavid AI bot is going to have a digital open room where folks they have to be invited to get into the open room. At first, I'm going to limit to probably 25 just to see how things work and how things operate. And as we will open it to more folks. But that happens with a subscription, a video email subscription, and communication with me. And once again, if you missed it, the email address is dleopold@davidsbarter.com. dleopold@davidsbarter.com. Uh, there's going to be so much stuff going on. That is going to be the only way that I'll be able to, one person will be able to keep control of the madness that I am creating in my life. Well, so once a month, maybe twice a month, we'll have these open rooms. And in those open rooms, they're going to be private because you have to have an invite to get into the room. And they're going to be private, but I would like to potentially think about making them public and putting them on YouTube as just a part of what's going on in the just to communicate with more people. That's it, just to take the message to more people. So we'll figure that out when it comes to being that. That is going to be a great deal of fun. The live stream open will be as simple as I won't move from where I am at this moment, and I will send I will send an invite, and inside that invite will be a link to the meeting. It will definitely not. Well, it'll be a Google Meet, absolutely a Google Meet invite to come into that meeting, and we have the ability to make it a private meeting or a public meeting. Have done either many, many, many times. So that'll be a third opportunity for more things here. You get some information and meet some folks who are doing the same thing that you're doing, and there will be some kind of collaborations. I won't even have to. They'll happen. They'll just be happening because you'll be talking and meeting folks doing the same kind of thing that you are. And the bottom line to that is business. I don't care if they're big or small. They are not going to exist if they do not have collaborations with the world, their vendors, their service providers, their customers. There has to be collaborations, and they have to be defined, and there have to be interaction, because what that does, and that's what the I guess we'll dedicate now a system to the bot. The SmallBizDavid Marketing Sales Value Trust AI bot. There's too much stuff going on. It will. We're going to have a lot of fun. I promise you. And if you do not want to have fun with what you do, go away, go back to Facebook only. Facebook, the technology. I'm struggling now with a lot of the technology decisions and the algorithms that are bringing information to pages that, well, there is a page that I do control. Obviously, there's a page that I don't control, and Facebook does. And it's a new world of publishing. It's a new world of trying to figure that out, and what a time to be able to have some fun in my life doing it, to see how the new folks are jockeying for position and buy my AI solution. It is amazing. Well, I'm in the thick of things, and so that's why I'm getting a lot of communications in LinkedIn and Facebook about people who are selling AI things. And I heard a price tag this morning, read a price tag this morning. I guess I heard it in a video email of $1,000. This AI, he looked live, but maybe he's a bot. I don't know. Who knows anymore? Who knows if they're real or unreal? And now it segues perfectly into how much trust is now. It's the bottom line. Who do you trust? Do you trust that service provider of whatever information, products, services, that you trust them to bring that information to you? And if you can't say yes, I do, find someone who you can. You have to be able to trust the information that you are buying and or getting involved in and thinking about, and very, very important trust. And that is why I have belonged to the Better Business Bureau wherever I am. I've been in the Cincinnati market in that particular chapter since 2010. When I was back to my original publishing days 55 years ago, I was involved with the Better Business Bureau in Stark County, Canton, Ohio. And it was actually like a franchise way back then, and a father and son who were involved in it. I became very, very good friends with them, and it was interesting and great experience way back then. So that's why we're having so much fun with the bot, and where the bot actually has been, and where the bot is going. And then maybe not maybe, Eloise, you got to continue the growth and expansion of the bot, and making sure that doing the right thing, making sure that the marketing and sales value trust is bringing value to the marketplace, and indeed be creating that foundation of trust that must be had between buyer and seller, whatever it might be, that level of trust, and very, very important. Have you heard enough about? Let me see if I said everything I wanted to say here. Oh my goodness! And why did I go up my screen? Yeah, I do want to. Oh, two other things. Well, a few other things. There will be opportunities within the video email where there will be opportunities for the individuals, the subscribers. I've created a finder's fee program in each one of the 387 markets. There are metropolitan statistical areas in the United States, 387 of them. And there will be our system, our bot will go into any one of those markets and create the 7 or 8 day system to make it happen in that market, creating more customer touch points. And the bot will guarantee the number of customer touch points that you get, because the bot won't stop until you get that number of customer care touch points, and we'll monitor that, because we know, and that's what we're all about. That I have been all about since I last formally publicly talked about it in, I guess it was 1994, at the Direct Marketing Association, where I created my own bot, if you will, and we had I was talking to like 19 of the 52 largest insurance companies in the country about, actually, my expertise back there was creating customer care touch points in the contact centers. So if you called the 800 number, typically back then, and talked to somebody, wherever they might be located, I was creating a program, an environment where that becomes a touch point. It becomes the first touch point in many cases that a business has with a potential customer, and how important an opportunity it is, and how important that call must be handled, so that you are able to somehow define with that contact the next steps. What are the next steps? That's the most important thing to getting to the next steps, is asking for them and understanding, by definition, what the next steps might be. I guess that's now. However, before, well, let me see here. Finder's fee. There's that. Yeah, let's forget that again. Oh, finally, a deadline. The first edition of our very proprietary AI bot newsletter, video email, will be sometime before the end of August. I have to make a decision whether or not I'm going to depend on what Eloise can help me with while I'm in Dallas. I'm not going to be in Dallas, and I'm not going to be in Dallas. So I don't know what's going to happen, but sometime in August, so August 2nd today, I will publish the first edition of the video email, and it will be the premiere, and I will make it complimentary. I'm going to make it complimentary to anybody who provides me their email address at my email address, dleopold@davidsbarter.com. dleopold@davidsbarter.com. If you provide me your email, I will make sure you get a complimentary copy of the first edition. Oh my Lord, we're back in the deadline. Very interesting. Before I conclude today, I wanted to bring to your attention, and we will be doing these kinds of things in our weekly video emails. I don't know, it's probably about 3 months ago. I did a YouTube on Facebook Live on the and I mentioned the St. Joseph's Indian School in South Dakota. And it said, please help, and open up the package. And there were I was extremely impressed with all the things that were in that package. Obviously, the thing that impressed me the most was that was in the direct mail package. And it came again this week. The same package came again this week to Bruce, and of course I showed him, got all excited about it, and he did contribute to that charity, the St. Joseph's Indian School. Very, very impressive. They represent and tell a story very well, and their marketing and sales presentation is outstanding. Well, then also this week, and this is bizarre that they both came in the same week, I saw another piece directed to Bruce Strickland, and Bruce is my landlord here. In the corner, it says, the favor of your reply is requested. At that point, please open to me. You actually have to turn it over to find out that it comes from Boys Town in Nebraska. That's interesting why they didn't actually have to turn the package over to see, because of the label. At any rate, that came this week, and it was a very interesting presentation. Let's see, there's this a bunch of beautiful cards that can be used for your own purpose, for how you want to use them. Obviously, a nice marker pen, and I know how that's going to be used. And there's also a pencil. I haven't studied it yet to see what it does. And this bag is a very nice insulated bag that opens when you pull the zipper. and put whatever you want in there to insulate whatever you want in there. That came in this package, and I showed it. And actually, Bruce and I chuckled with it. And he said, "Yeah, I know you think I should contribute to Boys Town again?" I said, "Yes, I think you should." He smiled, and he knew he should. Which kind of brings me to another point of why I bring those to your attention. Not only are they outstanding marketing and sales presentations, they are I endorse through Bruce. Both of those foundations do wonderful work. I can actually speak directly about the St. Jude's Foundation. I remember when Danny, whatever Danny's last name was, when he set it up, and his daughter has extended it. His commitment to do what St. Jude's Hospital does in Minneapolis, I think they are. Well, where are they? No, wherever. I personally know about St. Jude's. I have in me a St. Jude's mechanical heart valve. St. Jude's created it, did the research to develop and manufactured it probably about 55, 56 years ago. And the original one is still ticking, is still operating. And thank goodness mine is still operating. And that was through the research that the St. Jude folks. It's presented other complications in my life, but that happened a long time ago. Yes, I endorse Boys Town, St. Jude's Hospital. Wonderful organization. Danny Thomas, Barlow Thomas, flipping her hat in the air. In the foundations, and recommend them. And if you want to bring a foundation to my attention, please do. It just so happens that I'm going to be talking to a lot of foundations in the very near future about opportunities that are available to them. And it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting, the first two that I have picked out. Really interesting. So that all this is happening, it's a great time. Thank you for your time, which today was 43 minutes in Facebook, and for a little bit, actually we were pretty close today with YouTube. And as always, if you have a question, comment about anything that you heard today or didn't hear today, please send me an email and I will respond to it if you take the time to send it to me. How many times you said that? Just, I love to create. I love to create work for myself. It's about the community. Project 10,000 is well on its way, and Project 10,000 will talk to 10,000, talk and publish with 10,000 folks about the value that they bring to the marketplace, and why someone should trust them, trust their information, trust to buy from them, why that should happen. I will ask the right questions in a 19-minute conversation. They will happen. and there's a cost to that. It's not important at the moment. But 10,000 of those stories will be told in any of the 387 MSAs, metropolitan statistical areas in the United States. Any of them can take it, and the AI bots will come into your market and create more customer care value touch points than you thought imaginable, which will lead to enhanced relationships with that individual to enhance the customer care lifetime value of that customer to you. So thank you, and we'll see you soon. And as my friend Jaime Williams said to not only me, but the rest of the best audience that he had in Stark County, Canton, Ohio, 55 years ago, more than that, at least 55 years ago. Then I'll see you the next time, which may very well be the best time. The best time. We'll see you then. Enjoy your days. Actually, I usually end YouTube first.